Hey, Kate here, and I've come along today with a free webinar for you, and I'm going to give you 5 very simple, practical steps to create change in your life. If you're looking for change to deliberately create the life of your dreams, then these 5 steps are where you're going to start. So let's get on into this webinar. How much do you want to change something in your life? And why is it so hard to change? Hey, lovely, when you come to a place where you really want to change, your mind can actually play tricks with you or on you. So just ask yourself this question: why and what do you want to change? What is it that you want in your current lifestyle or your career or a relationship? And how long have you actually wanted this? And after you make this change in your life, what do you want to happen? Are you ready to get up and get going? Because if you are, that's the big yes. Did I sound southern there? I shouldn't have sounded southern there. Anyway, it's a yes. You either have a hell no or a hell yes. And I'm hoping you're saying it's yes. Many times we don't move to change because we tell ourselves we're just not ready. We convince ourselves, okay, we'll start next week or after the weekend or that party tomorrow or some other event. Ever wonder why it's so hard to just do it? Like, make the change that you want to do right now? There are some thoughts and feelings I think you need to have to implement real change. And hey, hun, this works. It's time to believe in yourself. Hey, lovely lady, this is an important part. In fact, the very first part of change. You can want change, but if you really don't believe you can, then you really won't try hard enough to make that change happen. Think about how much you want this and how long have these thoughts of this particular change been rolling around in your mind. How long have you put it off? And is it because you really don't believe you can make the changes you want? Have you given it a test drive and dropped the ball and not followed through? Well, I've got news. I believe you can, and I can show you how. Believing is key. Now, don't tell anybody. That's our little secret, okay? But when we believe we can, guess what? We can. When we believe we can't, and if we keep focusing on that and telling ourselves we can't, we can't. Old saying, but it's really true. So what's the hiccup that's hard for you to believe you can? Do you know what that is? Can you identify that? Have you asked yourself that question? So now I just want you to take a moment and pause, and on a scale of 1 to 10, like 1 being, I'm just never going to do this and I just don't believe I can, to 10, hey, hell yeah, I'm off and I'm ready to go. I believe I can do this 100%. How much do you believe you can? And I want you just to pause this and take a piece of paper and write down your number on how much you believe you can. You see, you can want to change, and you can believe you can make that change. But how high is what I call your desire factor? How high do you desire to make the change over staying exactly where you are and being exactly where you are next year in this same place, wondering how to get out of it? Like now, pause again, and on a scale of 1 to 10, same, like 1, I don't know whether I desire this, what's desire? Or, yeah, I have been really dreaming about this. This is a really big desire of mine, and I want to implement this right now, a 10. So take a moment here, Dal, and write your score down. What's your score? So you're back. Let's take a look at your score from 1 to 10 for believing you can do this. Now, look at the score you wrote down from 1 to 10 for desiring to do this over staying where you are. What number comes up for you? And here's a little nugget. To achieve, you must have that belief and desire at equal numbers. No, don't get all flustered. You can do this. You see, I believe in you. You can do this. And yep, that's right. Your belief and your desire need to equal each other. And even if that's a 2, a 4, an 8, they have to be the same number. Belief needs to equal your desire for you to change. Now that's food for thought, isn't it? So where are you on that scale? And right now I'm sending you lots of love, lots and lots of love, because I want you to really look at this. Take a pause, take a moment to examine this and see what's stopping these two things. So what about trusting yourself to do this when you now have worked out, I've got my numbers, they're equal. I desire this and I believe this equally that I'm going to do it. So how much do you trust that your belief and desire are going to come together and you're going to make the changes, implement the changes you want with those equal feelings? When you can do that, you can act and begin to change whatever it is you can, so you can have everything that you've ever dreamed of. You can create your wonderful life. Deliberately create your wonderful life, because now you've got your feelings all on the same plane. So do you believe and desire equally, and then trust yourself to act, to implement the change? How will that make you feel? How will you feel when you implement, I'm tripping over my words here. How will you feel when you implement belief plus desire? How will you feel when you step up and you make that change? How will you feel when your real desires come into existence? What thought do you need to have to make this happen? And does the thought of your dreams becoming a reality, does this light a fire under you to get up and get going? The belief plus desire step is the most important one you'll take. If you don't have belief, you're going to struggle. And if you don't have desire, you'll struggle. But I know you got this, right? And I know you've got these 5 steps. So now I know you're really excited to put these steps to work. Take a moment to feel really excited and let it soak all the way through you and get down into your spirit. Let it, all the thoughts, the negative thoughts, the thoughts of unbelief, get out of your mind and soak the desire and the belief to really change. Soak it into your spirit right now. I know you're ready. So this is where I know, and I can testify, if you implement these 5 steps, you will make the moves to get the change you want. How do I know that? I've been here. I've done these steps more than once. I've had lots of hard things in my life. I've had lots of times where I have fallen down. It's only if you don't get back up and you implement these steps again, and again, and you trust yourself to act, and you believe and desire that the changes you are implementing are going to come into existence. Take these 5 simple steps and implement them into your life, your business, your relationships, wherever you need to make change right now. Thanks so much for listening to this webinar. There'll be contact details if you want to contact me and talk about this more, but go back, listen to this again, and again and again till you understand that these 5 simple steps really will change your life.